Does the shores of a coast mean anything to you? It sure does mean something to me. When I personally think of a connection, the coasts give me a feeling of tranquility and nostalgia. Boats huddled on the docks, the big sky laid across the vast ocean, all give me feelings of the past. That past that I will reflect on, that I will monologue. Oh no, Bogey's Mountain.
Hey yo, what are you doing here, huh?
Yo, what the heck? There's two of me? Hey yo, chill man. Chill. I don't want to start beef, bro.
On God?
On God. On God, bro. On God.
Dead.
Dead.
Okay now, get out of here before I de-school friendly your project. Alright, I'm out of here.
Alright. Wait a second, I forgot my jet.
I told you to quit it, bruh.
Alright. Anyways. Greetings, dear aces! Today, I'm back with another school project. Let's go. Last time I explained my personal briefcase, including this thing I included, which was a pretty solid project. And now, I'm doing something a little more professional and better edited. Not sure about better edited, but I am now doing a self-monologue of some sorts where I gotta explain my likes, dislikes, hopes, fears, and true stories to share in a retrospective and introspective video essay style. Note, it might not be the most school-friendly or inclusive thing. Don't take me out of context with that. But I want to stick to myself more instead of making something a certain audience wants to hear, if you know what I'm talking about. I also know that it's supposed to be like 1.5 minutes long, but I can't create a video like this in that amount of time. Unless it's YouTube Shorts, of course. Anyways, let me talk about something which I have always been infatuated with from time to time, which is... Do you hear that? That's right. What you hear right there is a jet, and jets are a big part of aviation, and I incredibly love aviation and planes. More specifically, warplanes. Fighter jets really fascinate me, as they are planes used as weapons of war, and as technology improves over time, we have some of the best and most successful fighter jets to have ever been made. Case in point, the F-15 Eagle, the F-22 Raptor, and the F-35 Lightning, which I'm pretty sure none of you know. Another reason for why fighter jets fascinate me is how they work. Modern 5th gen fighters have some godlike maneuverability and stealth, which is an amazing piece of technology. Reasons for how all these work is something called thrust vectoring, and a stealthy painting, which is some of the most unique and advanced technology, and that's why I enjoy the Ace Combat franchise so much. Cause look at this madness! I am a big fan of this franchise, as it is about combat flight simulation and just fighter jets and aviation in general. But it isn't the most realistic per se. Its lore, story, gameplay, and music are all amazing too, and I can easily put it on my most top 5 favorite franchises. I really want to fly or at least ride inside a fighter jet, but I just can't keep up with all the instruments and commands and other convoluted work that comes with becoming a soldier as well. So, in general, I really like aviation due to its complex history, its advanced and fascinating technology known as fighter jets. It also introduced me to Ace Combat, a video game about aviation and its combat aspects and hypothetical technology. Also, I obviously can't forget about Top Gun. Top Gun is also another new favorite thing of mine, and has some of the most extreme cinematography and choreography, which really inspires me with these amazing shots. And that leads me to another one of my most beloved works, that being media arts. I only vaguely use this term as an umbrella term for all sorts of things, all related to things like filming, animating, art, graphic design, and video games. Filming and animating are what I really look up to as a career. This will be explained in a future topic in a video. Stuff like Source Filmmaker and Machinima are what really inspires me to create animations, write stories, and make real authentic live action films. It's the reason why I like media arts as a whole too. You can freely use your creative and inspired mind to make whatever you want in any software or in your cameras if you are brave enough and or have access to set pieces and a budget. In fact, let me dig into Machinima more and why it makes me like media arts so much. So, what the heck is Machinima, you might ask? Well, Machinima is this term that was a play on of machine and cinema. Guinness World Records describe it as telling stories, animated narrative films from computer graphics and video games. Basically, it explains that you can create your own narrative videos via using video games and animating. You can see why I like it, because with the use of video games, you can make your own movies and stories in stuff like Halo, Gary's Mod, Minecraft, Roblox, Source Filmmaker, etc. In fact, I'm creating a Machinima series using this mobile game called Simple Sandbox 2, and I call it Rivals. And I am hoping to expand and improve on that every time, so I can eventually become an aspiring animator at least. So, to briefly explain it, media arts is my second most liked thing because you can freely and expressively create a narration you want at any time or on any piece of media, such as a game or an animation software. Now, if you want to create a narrative film, animation, or even a video, you need to at least add some sort of background music to amp up the atmosphere or the narration of what you're trying to make. And that's where my third most liked thing comes into play. Listening to music is something everyone has done. If you don't, are you even human? Things like movies and video games have music of their own, and they are called original soundtracks. Now, I know some people don't consider soundtracks to be real music, but I think it is in my opinion, because it has some sort of thought and some sort of writing put into each instrument and how it's laid out. Also, soundtracks, especially in games, are some of the most banger things to ever grace our rotten earth. Take some examples from stuff like Ace Combat, with the epic yells of flamenco while fighting your once friend in Zero. The holy chants and heavenly orchestra of Megalith Agnus Dei. The heroic anthem of unity to defeat a hateful beast of the unsung war. The patriotic and freedomite brass horns of the liberation of Grace Maria. And the desperate but triumphant cries for humanity in Hush. Those are all what could be considered the magnum opuses of Ace Combat, and they're all related to a climactic point in the story. But even the non-climactic tracks are hella good to listen to, such as Magic Spear, Fire Young Men, Operation Bunker Shot, Keep Alive, and Synfaxi, to name a few. It's not just video games for why I love their soundtracks, movies too. In fact, I could name a few great composers such as Hans Zimmer, Steve Jablonsky, and John Barry. Soundtracks are my third most liked thing due to how you can interpret a narrative using music and how it adds to the immersion and atmosphere. Also because they're objectively a bit to listen to. So shoutouts to composers such as Kiki Kobayashi, Hans Zimmer, Lorne Balfe, Brian Tyler, and Jamie Christopherson for composing some of the best music known to man. Now, despite music being amazing works of auditory art, people like to make it worse by including them in stupid and cringe challenges and trends. Ugh. Nah, bro, this is boring as hell. Hold on, I'm finna pull up this funny video over here. Hold on, look, where is it? Alright, we're now in the dislikes tier. So, okay, let's start off by talking about why I don't like. Talking about this topic to a school audience is like bringing a pea shooter to a shotgun fight. It's a little controversial to talk about, at least, and I might get overpowered. That being TikTok. There are multiple factors for why I don't like TikTok, and I'm going to stick to my true self and be as honest as I can about why I absolutely despise this corrupt shovelware. You know what? Short form content in general as well. That includes YouTube Shorts and Threads. I'm gonna start off by addressing the fact that it's brain rot.
Oh, brave take coming from this guy.
No, shut up. Wait, let me explain. Tell me you have not seen those videos of some dude talking about some topic or a cartoon clip, and then there's a gameplay footage of GTA 5, some crappy mobile game, Subway Surfers, or a Temple Run on the bottom half of the screen, and it has captions. This slop is like some of the most brain-rotting stuff, and it's like the main reason why we're lowering our attention span every day. On the topic of attention span, that's another reason why I dislike TikTok. Our attention spans are less than a damn goldfish! Imagine that! Mindlessly scrolling in short-form content has affected the way we process things. Some of y'all can't even read a book without getting bored in the first 2 minutes. We need that colorful and flashy Subway Surfers gameplay on the bottom so that y'all don't get bored watching a movie or reading a book or some crap. Let's not forget that while we mindlessly scroll for the next Sigma edit or skibidi toilet nonsense, the Chinese government is basically spying on what we watch. I have never used TikTok, but I don't want to use it due to the obvious fact that it's made and bought by mainland China. And you know damn well they collect your data to send you the most like-minded slop on the For You page. It's obviously privacy invading and creepy that a foreign government knows what you're watching and knows when to give you content that you like. Now, I'm not saying that you can't use TikTok because of my statements. I'm just expressing my opinion of what I think about it and short form content. You can use it all you want, post game clips and stuff like that, but I want to discuss something regarding how bad this year has been for video games. Gaming is nothing special, to me at least. I enjoy playing video games here and there, but the state of modern AAA games have gone extremely below standards that we should just touch grass or resort to older and indie titles. First of all, AAA companies are releasing these titles as unfinished, overpaid messes that don't even work half the time, or just flat out sucks. Let's take some examples. 2022 Saints Row. 2022 Saints Row reboot was meant to revive the series, but everything about it is lackluster and unfinished compared to its original source material. It follows with you and your forgettable characters that you call friends, trying to pay off freaking student debt loans, and you get into gang wars trying to do it, and there's this ridiculous scene along with it.
Crap, goddamn crap, wipe, piss, wipe, crap, and crap.
Its gameplay and physics are a big downgrade from the original Saints Row. It's all the same run and gun, on-rail shooting missions, and it never ever deviates from that. Let's not forget Redfall as well. It's supposed to be an open world game centered around a vampire army taking over a small town, and then you have to stop the Undertaker behind it. It's not special in a way, and it's a buggy mess with all the AI pathing and gameplay.
Does that happen every time? Can he not get around boxes? Oh, wow. That's wild.
The worst one though, that no one ever asked for, is Lord of the Rings Gollum. It was a highly demanding game, but the game looks like absolute crap. It's the most buggy one out of all, and it is extremely overpriced and requires extremely high specs in order to play the game centered around one of the least worthy characters of Middle-earth. I can count multiple other titles such as the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, Cyberpunk 2077, Forspoken, Far Cry 6, Fallout 76, and much more to rant about. I mean, you can obviously tell why I absolutely dislike the state of modern gaming. Almost every AAA title is an unfinished, buggy, lackluster game that belongs on last gen, and because the devs don't want to compress it, the games are highly demanding to run. And they're overpriced, but not worth a single penny. But there is some great titles like Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, and Tears of the Kingdom to be exact. Oh, what's that? You don't respect my opinion? Well then, why do you not respect my opinion? As of September 2023, not that much people are getting mad at each other's opinions. You might wonder, what is cancel culture and why is it disliked by the general population? Cancel culture is a term used to refer to an online culture where people who acted or spoke in an unacceptable and no manner, you ostracize and boycott them, also known as canceling. Canceling is a very barbaric and abused method of trying to prove a point. It's most prominent in popular social media like Twitter, where there's a large audience that cancels people. You could say it's something completely tame, and a whole mob will mass report you, call you some of the most vile stuff like a racist, a pedophile, a homophobe, a transphobe, even though you barely spoke about that stuff. They'll also become complete weirdos, and they'll try to find past information about you and what you did or say, which is incredibly immature and childish. Like, what if the person you're trying to cancel has changed over time and learned their mistakes? Oh, but you're banned now. That's right, you'll most likely get banned if you get cancelled, and it's hard to recover from a cancellation. Yup, I incredibly hate cancel culture due to the ignorance and abuse behind it. Canceling used to be a tactic of good, such as canceling pedos and offenders. But now we use it on anything someone could say. Anyone can literally invade someone's privacy to look for evidence to cancel someone. Opinions are opinions, and we should respect that. But Twitter has a lot to learn from opinions. And if I do build a career, there are a lot of hopes and fears behind it.